So this is a quick video on how to set up a market garden and how I did so many raised beds reasonably efficiently with some help from some friends. This was it just after we got everything finished and just started planting. It took us about half a day to get all of it done. When I originally started, the land itself had not been used for a long time, so it was important that we got all the top of it tilled. For that I had to put an ad online and found this guy, his name is Peter, who came and tilled everything for me. After that I squared it out 100 feet long by 200 feet long. I stayed 8 meters away from the neighbor's property line and just roughly squared out to make it easier for my measurements. How I started was at the beginning I measured 15 inches in. That's important because the beds are 30 inches wide. That's the only real measurement you need to know, is the first peg is 15 inches in, and then from there off that first peg it's 4 feet all the way along for the whole rest of it. Each bed is 30 inches wide with an 18-inch pathway, which puts us 48 inches on center. So that is like the most important thing to know. All these little bamboo sticks I cut at 12 inches long. I bought them 4 feet long, so it makes it a little more economical. You can see as I'm coming along, all of the little bamboo stakes are all in at 4 feet on center. The reason for that will be apparent in the next couple of clips, and this is how we got everything done so quickly. My friends came to help, and they could see center of the frame to center of these little bamboo pegs, where to pick up and move the frames to. When I set up one side, I came to the other side 30 feet long, because that's how long I wanted the beds to be. And I just did the same process again, 15 inches in off the string closest to the camera, and then 4 feet on center everywhere after that. These beds will be 30 inches wide by 30 feet long. And if the beds were 4 inches thick, that would be 1 cubic yard of compost each. It's an industry standard to have market garden beds 30 inches wide. Almost everything works for that, and I got that from The Market Gardener by Jean-Martin Fortier. And then again, it's an industry standard to have the pathways 18 inches wide. It makes it comfortable for when you're doing weeding or anything else like that. This is the frame I set up. This was so helpful. Before this frame, I was just running lines everywhere, and it was really hard to keep my beds where I wanted them to be. I was also doing everything with a wheelbarrow, which just took forever. So setting the beds up on a frame like this allows you to just dump in all of the compost with the tractor we had there, and then we just leveled it off with a landscaping rake I got from Princess Auto. If you see the black tape on the frame, that's center of the frame to center of the little bamboo pegs. Put a chain on each end, and you just keep picking it up, moving it, filling it up, and then leveling it off with the landscaping rake. And with that, we got, I think it's 38 beds done in about half a day. This is the first step. We got 9 beds done, and then the tractor stopped working. And you can see the two guys, Isaac and Caleb, just leveling everything off with the landscaping rake. But it got the beds really sharp. It got them right on where they're supposed to go. These two guys had never done this before, but once they saw the pegs and the center on the frame, it was self-explanatory where we wanted everything. Also on the frame, I put additional bracing, one on the center and then one more each side to hold the whole thing together. After my big tractor broke, we got Peter back with a smaller tractor and a smaller loader, and he helped get everything done. It was so much easier with this many people. That girl Lindsay, she's planting while Isaac, Caleb, Ethan, and Peter all helped me get the rest of the beds finished. I think we got it all done in about 3 or 4 hours that day. But this is the most efficient way I can think of to get a lot of raised beds done efficiently. The second time around, we also had a roller we used to, I wouldn't say compact it, but just help to hold its shape a lot better. You can see just by Isaac where it come out nice and sharp everywhere. The pathways are just wide enough where you can walk through comfortably or push a wheelbarrow through comfortably. The little tractor was definitely a big help. You could do this with a wheelbarrow. It's just going to be a lot more work. So if you can find a neighbor or just put an ad on Facebook looking for someone for like X amount of dollars an hour, it will save you so much time and grief. I haven't seen anyone do beds like this, is why I made this video, because it was incredibly efficient. The year before when I had started, I was just doing it with a wheelbarrow until I thought of this. So hopefully this can help people out. This roller isn't overly necessary, but I had a roller and it made it easier. I'm glad we did it. So if you have a roller, by all means. And then this is the finished product. Everything planted really well. I got this irrigation system from Dubois in Ontario, and yeah, it worked really nicely. So that is the finished product. 3 little wobble head sprinklers.
Everybody
Worked
smile.
just great. And then that's
Pretend
the
we
whole
like each
crew.
other.
You do like each other.